Hello and welcome to our presentation for MN325 Strategic Human Resource Management. This is a presentation by Group A5 and it's presented by Stephanie and Ellen. The name that we went with was the Employee Representative Department. We had some other really good suggestions such as Human Asset Management, Personal Asset Management, Talent Resource and finally Human Operations Management, which were all great suggestions, but we found that Employee Representative Department proved to be the most fitting and popular.
The best suited. So why did we choose Human Representation Department as our new name? Well, our rationale behind it was we really want to emphasise how employees are human and not resources. We hope that the department really helps to represent the employees within the business and really support and guide them with any issues they might have. In relation to the Deliver Ed company approach, I think their approach to HRM is very unprofessional and outdated. There are many ongoing issues within the company that must be dealt with in a proper HR procedure. So the functions and purposes of the HR department. Well, we think the main function is to assist and help employees with any issues they may have in the workplace. A good quote here conjures up the HR department. So HR professionals find talent, manage wages, train workers, solve workplace conflicts and much more. In relation to Deliver Ed, again, there are no trained professionals in HR. There is an assistant and an untrained person working within the department, which is very unprofessional and overall not good. Another function and purpose of the HR department is to really provide support and understanding for your employees and to listen to them also. Unlike Deliver Ed, with their attitude of if you don't like it, you can leave, which is very unprofessional and would really affect a person's work performance and attitude within the workplace.
Next, we took a deeper look into the weaknesses of Deliver Ed's current HR practices. When we looked closely at this, we found that employees were feeling extremely demotivated, disengaged, and overall exploited within their workplace. We found this weakness to be largely down to the lack of a formal company-wide performance management system, which generally helps to formalise any conduct in the organisation. Due to the absence of a formal PMS system, each manager is currently using their own PMS, causing employees to have a huge amount of issues, such as the fact that there is no goals provided for individual employees on a company-wide scale. There's also no means by which to align individual employees' goals with the organisational strategic goals of the firm. There is no planning performance to aid in achieving these goals, and there is no reviewing and assessing of processes of employee work performances. And finally, there is no development in the training, skills and development of employees. The second weakness that we found is that managers are not qualified and or trained to deal with many of the problems that are arising in the firm. As we can see in the case study, Deliver Ed has an extremely ad hoc approach to HRM. There's therefore no formal management policies and issues are being dealt by line managers as they surface. This is leading to the line managers being extremely overworked and overwhelmed, having to deal with jobs that they are not necessarily qualified to do. Similarly to the management team, the employees' skills are not being utilised in the company. Due to the lack of a strong management team, employees are not being placed in the right position for their skill set. Therefore, employees' skills are not being utilised in the company and feel generally undervalued. This is in turn causing an extremely high employee turnover, which is leading to a low employee morale and a bad overall reputation for the company. We then moved on to explore how to regain employee cooperation within the company. The first step that DeliverEd need to take is to introduce the use of trade unions. By giving employees more of a voice in their workplace, this will allow them to feel more engaged and more valued. Introducing a trade union recognition strategy would allow employees to work alongside management to discuss any work issues under the watchful eye of an officially elected representative. Secondly, we believe that employees must be provided with more favourable rewards. DeliverEd are currently only using monetary rewards to recognise good employee behaviour. They need to be more considerate to other employees' needs and possibly introduce days off, promotions, extra training and general recognition for good behaviour and good work. Thirdly, we believe that employees must be treated like valuable stakeholders. Currently, employees are not being recognised as assets to the company, which is a huge factor in employees' disencouragement. Lastly, employees need to be provided with full training and options for development in their work. If there is no way for employees to progress in their work, then there is little motivation for them to do anything extra or work any harder than they have to. Allowing employees the chance to build upon their current skill set would allow them to develop their further skills and take more interest in their daily job. To conclude this presentation, we would like to emphasise the 3 issues that must be prioritised. Firstly, it's vital that DeliverEd hire a high standard of management and employees. Having a solid team is vital to the success of any organisation. Therefore, it is so important that DeliverEd work on building a competent, qualified and happy team of employees. Secondly, the current rewards and recognition systems used in DeliverEd must be changed. They must recognise that each employee's needs are different and not all employees are motivated by monetary rewards. The introduction of alternative rewards such as days off or promotions will help to increase employee morale and motivation of employees. Finally, we believe that DeliverEd must adopt a more pluralist approach to HR management, rather than its current unitarist approach, which is causing huge problems through all levels of employment. The implementation of these suggestions will result in an improved and less stressful working conditions, increase employee loyalty to the firm, higher rates of well-being, decreased turnover rates due to unsatisfactory wages, and improved productivity due to a better trained and skilled workforce.